This is KPIX News, and I'm your anchor, James Hart. A band of severe storms are moving in from the Pacific Ocean and will impact the area shortly. Several small boats have gone missing after being caught up in the band of thunderstorms. What's that? I have just been informed that an emergency alert system activation is coming through. Please stand by for this important message.
The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a severe weather statement for San Francisco, effective until 11 a.m. this morning. National Weather Service Doppler radar has picked up heavy thunderstorm activity moving in from the Pacific Ocean. No precipitation is expected, but expect winds of 70 miles per hour and large lightning strikes. Fire conditions are likely with this band of thunderstorms. Power outages are expected to occur shortly. Take all proper precautions. Bring small objects such as lawn chairs inside your home, so they do not cause any damage. Avoid windows. Flying glass is a potential threat. Get to an interior room without windows. If driving, seek shelter in a sturdy building. If you cannot get to shelter, hide in a ditch and silo. Impacts include roof damage, tree damage, building fires and power outages. Get a battery-powered radio in the event of power outages. Stay tuned to weather forecasts for further information.
Wow, those storms will be really bad today. Be sure to get off the roads and return home. In other news, a young teenage boy gets accepted into Harvard and starts this fall.
A civil danger warning has been issued at the request of the San Francisco Department of Public Health and the National Weather Service. The band of thunderstorms that has moved in from the Pacific Ocean is dropping highly acidic rain. This rain is hazardous to all biological tissues. There have been cases of flesh completely melting off all animals outside. Some people have even completely melted. Screams can't be heard across the city as people have suffered burn injuries from the rain. All people, including emergency crews, are to remain indoors until further notice. Nobody is allowed to venture outside as you will likely die. Lightning strikes have ignited brush fires outside the city. This civil danger warning is in effect until further notice. A state of emergency has been issued by the governor effective immediately. If you are in your car, do not get out under any circumstances. If possible, go to a parking garage for shelter if driving. Do not leave until the storm ends. Stay tuned to local media outlets for further information.
Good afternoon. The top story today is that bodies from the Holy Cross Cemetery, the Garden of Innocents Cemetery, the Clover Cemetery, and the Good Shepherd Lutheran Memorial Garden have went missing. Police are at a loss to explain how these bodies went missing without a trace. Each grave appears to be carefully dug up as if by shovel. Officers have closed off these cemeteries until the investigation is completed. Right now we are getting an administrative message through the EAS. Please stand by.
A local area emergency has been issued at the request of the Fresno County Department of Emergency Management. All graves at the Holy Cross Cemetery, the Fairview Cemetery, the Garden of Innocents Cemetery, the Clovis Cemetery and the Good Shepherd Lutheran Memorial Garden have been dug up, and all bodies are missing. Each grave appears to be carefully dug up, and the bodies carefully lifted out of the caskets. It has been noted by police that red mist is coming out of each grave site. No civilian may go to any grave site without proper authorization. Police are investigating each grave and forensic scientists are researching the red mist. Stay tuned to local media outlets for further information.
Welcome to KTVU Fox 2 News. Numerous disturbing reports have come in from across San Francisco. I'm warning you that these reports are extremely graphic, and if you are the faint of heart, change the channel now. Recently, rain has been falling, but this rain has some strange properties. It causes people and animals to melt down to the bone. Screaming can be heard outside the studio. I almost regurgitated when the first reports came through the wire. When I heard the screams, I did regurgitate. Anyways, the National Weather Service states that these storms will continue for an unknown period of time. The police department is urging all residents to remain indoors. We will be back after the break.
A civil emergency message has been issued at the request of the California Emergency Management Agency. Hundreds of unidentified figures have been spotted roaming around Kings, Madera, Mariposa, Merced, Fresno, Mono and Tuolumne counties. These figures have just been walking around without any sense of their surroundings. Emergency service dispatch offices are flooded with calls with people claiming that the wandering figures look like their dead friends and family. This is not confirmed, but police are studying security camera footage from various places in the warned areas, and are going through census records to see if the claims are true. Due to the uncertain nature of these figures, you are to avoid them at all cost. Travel is strongly discouraged due to major roadways being blocked by wandering figures. Tune to local media outlets for further information. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. Stations may resume normal programming. A shelter-in-place warning has been issued at the request of the San Francisco Police Department and the California Emergency Management Agency. The rain that is falling in the San Francisco is extremely acidic and kills within 1 minute of exposure. Those who survive exposure to the rain transform into homicidal creatures that have no higher reasoning skills. These creatures look like wolves and will attack anything in their line of sight. The creatures are also attracted to light. For your safety, barricade all doors and windows to your home. Close all curtains and blinds. Stay as quiet as possible. Turn the volume on televisions and radios to low levels. Turn off lights in your home. Get a firearm and keep it loaded. Carry out these instructions until an all clear is given. Updates will be given as quickly as possible. This message will repeat. An administrative message has been issued at the request of the California State Police Department. Most of the unidentified figures have been identified as the bodies missing from the Holy Cross Cemetery, the Clovis Cemetery, Fairview Cemetery, the Garden of Innocents Cemetery and the Good Shepherd Lutheran Memorial Garden. The cause of the phenomenon is unknown, but these walking corpses do not pose a threat as of yet. Obey all instructions given by civil authorities. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. A civil danger warning has been issued at the request of the California National Guard. The wandering figures now identified as the bodies that went missing from their graves are now attacking people. Means of attack mostly involve biting and scratching. In some cases there has been the use of blunt objects such as baseball bats and hammers. Seek shelter now. This situation poses a threat to your life. Get anything that can be used as a weapon to defend yourself. These walking corpses have some degree of intelligence and will hunt in packs. Do not hesitate to defend yourself, even if a walking corpse looks like a family member. The walking corpses attack without mercy. They do not respond to reason or verbal commands. Stay indoors. Do not go outside for any reason. Remain calm and do not panic. Panicking only makes the situation worse. Normal programming will be suspended for the duration of this emergency. This message will repeat. The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for Miami-Dade County from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. National Weather Service Doppler radar has picked up a cluster of thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes all over the county. Source: radar indicated. Threat: tornadoes, flooding rain, tree damage and lightning. Take cover now. Hide in a basement or interior room without windows. If driving or in a mobile home, seek shelter in a sturdy building. Heavy rainfall may hide the tornado. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Seek shelter now. A civil danger warning has been issued at the request of the North Carolina Emergency Management Agency. The bodies of the dead have risen from their graves and are attacking the living. All graveyards in Avery County have reported corpses rising from the ground. These reanimated corpses attack indiscriminately and without warning. This event is related to the corpses rising from cemeteries in California. All people must seek immediate shelter. Get anything that can be used as a weapon, ideally a gun. The reanimated corpses must be completely destroyed. Once you stop the reanimated corpse from moving, you must burn the body. This warning is in effect until further notice. This message will now repeat. Please await further instructions. An immediate evacuation of New York City has been issued at the request of the Fire Department of New York and the United States Geological Survey. Molten lava has been rising from all subway systems in the city, killing 700 people. This lava is expected to reach the streets in 3 hours. You must evacuate immediately, or face certain death. Earthquakes with a magnitude of 8.2 have caused devastation to all boroughs of the city. The Navy and Coast Guard have brought ships in to evacuate people from the danger zone. Martial law is in effect for New York City. Unruly behavior will not be tolerated. You will be arrested and held in detention without legal counsel. All crimes, no matter how minor, will result in arrest. The lava rising from the ground will destroy all of New York City. Evacuate in a safe but orderly fashion. Take only essential supplies with you, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies and a battery-powered radio. Updates will be available on all AM radio bands. This message will repeat. The emergency alert system has been activated.
My name is Police Sergeant Luke Francis, and I decided to start an audio diary because America and the rest of the world is going to hell. You could say this is a record for survivors down the line. Now, I am working at an evacuation center. Lava is pouring out of the ground and naval ships are evacuating civilians. I am taking care of paperwork right now, but I will make another entry later. I am on a naval ship and I'm supposed to help keep order. Things here are actually calm. Honestly, the calmness is creeping me out. How is that for sad? I worked at some of the most gory crime scenes in the Big Apple, and I've seen plenty of dead bodies, including the bodies of children. How is calmness bugging me? That does not make sense. I will keep this audio diary up to date. The ship is heading to Bermuda. The president deemed that the mainland United States is too dangerous. New York City is no more. It seems that a tsunami made of lava completely destroyed the place, and this lava tsunami will strike in central New York State. Bloody hell, it gets much better. Some sort of flying monsters have emerged from the lava. Not sure how much longer the United States will hold out. I heard rumors that the dead are rising in Canada. Not sure how true it is, but at this point I would not be shocked. California is dealing with zombies, as is North Carolina. Information is steadily becoming limited. Communication systems are breaking down. I will record more later.
A civil danger warning has been issued for the entire state of New York. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. There was a massive explosion in New York City that formed a tsunami made of molten lava. This lava tsunami is 400 feet high and will reach the central portion of the state. In addition, flying creatures have emerged from the lava and are moving through adjacent states, killing people. The death toll from this incident is around 10 million people. Those who are close to New York City, prepare for the end. You will not be able to escape in time. Those in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Vermont must shelter in place immediately. This is a catastrophic situation that needs to be taken seriously. The United States Marines has deployed F-18 jets and drones to shoot down the flying creatures. Stay tuned for further news and information. This message will repeat.
Greetings, mortals. I am your creator, Yaldabaoth. You may think of me as the God from the Old Testament. You may also think of me as Satan. It does not matter what you call me, but I am the creator of this world. I am the creator of life on earth. I gave humanity original sin. All these disasters affecting the world are of my doing. I have released my demons from the spirit world to destroy this world. I am ashamed of my creations. All of you have turned from me in favor of the universal conscious, also known as the infinite intelligence or the so-called loving God. If you submit to me, I will spare you. If you resist, you will suffer. You have your choice. Make the right one.
An administrative message has been issued at the request of the San Francisco Police Department. The storm system that has brought the deadly rain will not end anytime soon. Flash flooding is taking place and killing countless people. Creature attacks are continuing without end. In response, all emergency crews will dress in hazmat gear and pull out of the city via helicopters. Civilians will be left to fend for themselves. Floodwaters will either kill you or transform you into a wolf-like creature. It is not possible for civilians to escape by land. People who attempted to drive out of the city have been killed by the mutant creatures. You can try to leave if you want, but the creatures will likely kill you. If you attempt at leaving, get a firearm immediately. Avoid flooded roadways. Cover your body in thick clothing to avoid transformation. These precautions will probably fail though. After this broadcast, no more emergency alert system activations will be aired. Good luck and may God be with you all.
This is an urgent warning from the Canadian government. Massive explosions from the ground have caused tsunamis made of lava to form across the country. Massive flying creatures have emerged from the original explosion sites. Geologists have determined that similar activity will happen worldwide in the coming days. There is no way to stop this and no possible way to survive this. Official advice from the Center for Emergency Preparedness and Response is this: get friends and family into one place and prepare for the end. Lava tsunamis will occur worldwide, as will creature attacks and bodies of the dead returning to life as zombies. You are advised to do anything that makes you happy. Spend your last days in the comfort of your family. Pray. Live it up. By the beginning of next week the surface temperature of the Earth will reach 2000 degrees centigrade. Please stand by for the last playing of the Canadian National Anthem.
C'est un avertissement urgent du gouvernement canadien. Les explosions massives du sol ont provoqué des tsunamis faits de lave à travers le pays. Des créatures volantes massives ont émergé des sites d'explosion d'origine. Les géologues ont déterminé qu'une activité similaire se produirait dans le monde entier dans les prochains jours. Il n'y a aucun moyen d'arrêter cela et aucun moyen possible de survivre à cela. Le conseil officiel du Centre de préparation et de réponse aux urgences est de réunir les amis et la famille en un seul endroit et de se préparer pour la fin. Les tsunamis de lave se produiront dans le monde entier, tout comme les attaques de créatures et les corps des morts revenant à la vie en tant que zombies. Il vous est conseillé de faire tout ce qui vous rend heureux. Passez vos derniers jours dans le confort de votre famille. Priez. Profitez au maximum. Au début de la semaine prochaine, la température de surface de la Terre atteindra 2000 degrés centigrades. Veuillez vous attendre pour la dernière interprétation de l'hymne national canadien.
This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States, or his representative, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. KXAN has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KXAN. We will continue to serve the Austin, Texas area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the Austin, Texas area. If you are not in this local area, you must tune to stations providing news and information for your area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. The following message is transmitted at the request of the White House. A massive explosion has taken place in central Iowa. This explosion has created a lava tsunami 300 feet high. Iowa will be completely destroyed. Further lava tsunamis will occur as will attacks from zombies and demonic creatures. It is also confirmed that a massive humanoid being has emerged from the ground in Texas. This humanoid being has devastated Austin, Texas, and has summoned demonic creatures. Geologists determine that lava tsunamis will continue. The heat generated by the lava tsunamis will raise the surface temperature of the Earth to 4,000 degrees. This will happen in the next several days. There is no place to run or hide from this global catastrophe. The Federal Emergency Management Agency advises all citizens to prepare for the end. Hold your children tight as the end approaches. Do anything that makes you happy. Go into a panic if you want, it makes no difference. The earth will be an apocalyptic wasteland with all life wiped out. Proverbs 18:10 The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run into it and are safe. Stand by for the last playing of the national anthem. An administrative message has been issued at the request of the Illinois State Police Department. A curfew has been issued beginning at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time effective until sunrise tomorrow morning. No details have been given as of yet, but all citizens must return to their homes by at least 8 p.m. tonight. Those who do not follow the curfew will be subject to arrest. Please stay tuned to local media outlets for further information. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. Stations may resume normal programming. An Amber Alert has been issued at the request of the Chicago Police Department. A teenage boy has went missing last night. The name of the teen is Jacob Elvin. Jacob is a 15-year-old white male with short black hair, is 5 feet 8 inches tall, and has blue eyes. Jacob was wearing jeans and then plain orange shirt when he went missing. He was last seen walking down Edgewater community area. There are no known suspects in the disappearance of Jacob Elvin. If you have any information relating to the missing child, either call 911 or the Cook County Sheriff's Department. Stay tuned for further information. Stations may resume normal programming. A civil danger warning has been issued at the request of the Illinois National Guard in conjunction with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. The curfew has been reinstated by civil authorities. You are to stay indoors and hide in an interior room without windows. If possible, cover windows in your home with blankets, so no light from the outside can get in. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Scientists have confirmed that looking at the moon will cause a person to go into a trance-like state followed by all muscles tightening up and nosebleeds. The victim will also repeat phrases involving looking at the moon. For your safety, do not look outside. Even seeing a reflection of the moon on reflective surfaces will cause a person to go into this trance-like state. Once a person is in the trance state, you cannot help them. Countless car accidents have taken place due to motorists falling into a trance while driving. If any friends or family are outside your home, do not attempt to rescue them. There is no hope for them. If you are outdoors and have not looked at the moon or reflection of the moon, close your eyes and lay flat on the ground. Do not open your eyes for any reason. If you are on your front or back lawn, look towards the ground and get indoors immediately. Martial law is in effect until further notice. Unruly behavior will not be tolerated. You will be immediately arrested without question. It is unknown how long the moon will continue to put people in a trance-like state. In response, the president has declared a national emergency. If you absolutely have to go outside, only do so during daylight hours. At nighttime hours, emergency services will be suspended. 911 phone lines will be disabled during nighttime hours. Hospitals will close their doors beginning at 8 p.m. each night until this crisis ends. Stay tuned to media outlets for further information. This message will repeat every 5 minutes. The emergency alert system has been activated.
This is an emergency warning from the Government of Canada. A civil danger warning is in effect for all provinces and territories. The North American Aerospace Defense Command has picked up a strange anomaly involving the moon.
C'est un avertissement d'urgence du gouvernement du Canada. Un avertissement de danger civil est en vigueur pour toutes les provinces et tous les territoires. Le commandement de la défense aérospatiale de l'Amérique du Nord a relevé une étrange anomalie concernant la Lune.
Astronomers and biophysical scientists have determined that looking at the moon causes a person to enter into a hypnotic trance. Symptoms of this trance include muscular tension, eye damage, bleeding of the nose and repeating phrases about looking at the moon.
Les astronomes et les scientifiques biophysiques ont déterminé que regarder la Lune faisait entrer une personne dans une transe hypnotique. Les symptômes de cette transe comprennent des tensions musculaires, des lésions oculaires, des saignements de nez et des phrases répétées sur la Lune.
Carry out these instructions. Cover all windows with heavy blankets. If that is not possible, hide in an interior room without windows. Do not look at the moon or reflections of the moon. Even looking at reflections of the moon will cause a person to enter into the trance state. Do not go outside for any reason. If you are outside and have not looked at the moon or a reflection of the moon, lower your head and hurry into the nearest building. If you are unable to get into a building, lay down on the ground, close your eyes and keep your face towards the ground. A curfew from 8 p.m. to 9 a.m. is in effect until further notice. A state of emergency and martial law are in effect until further notice. Stay tuned for updates from emergency management officials.